When a corporation encounters an existential crisis, how can it be fixed? They may analyze what's wrong, evaluate market competition, and assess their strengths and limitations. If done correctly, they may be able to innovate their way out of a sticky position. Netflix is now experiencing one of these crises. One of its latest answers has been to integrate gaming into its content offerings covertly. So how is it all working for them? Well, the first numbers were released earlier this month, and let's have a look. The last time we were concerned about Netflix, we saw how they were losing IP to competitors, losing subscribers, and being eaten by general market competition. These issues have caused no shortage of headache for the platform. At the end of the episode, I mentioned that Netflix would have to do something to turn this all around. They decided that gaming content was part of the solution. So how does it all work? Does Netflix let you play titles on your TV with an existing Xbox or PlayStation controller? No, it's a little more simpler than that. Netflix is supplying mobile games to their subscribers on both iOS and Android. The Netflix app has quietly added a gaming section that features IPs from Netflix series, such as Stranger Things and other mobile games that Netflix has bought its rights to. It takes them to the App Store or Google Play to download the game. After that, you can play the game within the Netflix gaming section or from the home screen. The only difference is that you get it ad-free. There are currently 26 titles, but the company plans to add 50 by the end of the year. So how is it going so far? According to new analytics data published by the CNBC in August of 2022, only 1% of Netflix's 221 million subscribers are playing these games. That's 23.3 million downloads, but only 1.7 million daily users. Looking from the outside, this launch is a bit of a head-scratcher. It is pretty safe to say that most of you watching had no idea that Netflix was even supplying games. The thing is, it's been around since November of 2021, but the marketing was non-existent. One would think that either they're not confident in what they're doing, or it's a deliberate blunder. As a result, several 1% of subscribers using the service is to be predicted. Netflix is in charge of external games. CNBC Code, Greg Peters describes the plan. We're still keeping things quiet on purpose, because we're still learning and experimenting to figure out what will resonate with our members and what games people want to play. We're open to licensing and assessing large game IP that people will recognize. Netflix appears to be experimenting with monitoring human behavior. Once they have the data, they can manage a more purposeful launch. Currently, Netflix is utilizing outside game developers to build its gaming catalog. Still, the company has purchased 3 game studios in the last year, one of which is the Finnish company's Next Game for 72 million. Next Games was the studio behind existing Stranger Things title, so the acquisition was a no-brainer. Netflix has also agreed to work with Rocket Ride Games. This hints at the possibility of unique Netflix gaming programming in the future. We spoke with a mobile game developer whose company has been contracted to work with some Netflix content. He gave me an insider view of how things are going behind the scenes. According to him, Netflix seems to be rushing to get things done. They browsed through his company's catalog and wanted a reskinned Netflix series-themed version of an already existing game. Netflix said the gaming publisher was not to list the app on the App Store. Netflix planned to release a new game in a few months. Despite only approaching my sources team a few weeks ago, a Netflix representative told them that they're trying to put together a mobile platform and their tech is in flux and not quite figured out properly. So it appears to be a bit of a mess at the moment, but we'll see how things go, so the question must be, why gaming? Well, it appears that Netflix sees their issue as a matter of user engagement. In a letter to shareholders last year, Netflix named Epic Games among Tom Ford. A senior analyst at D.A. Davidson told CNBC that gaming may be a way to increase user engagement. One of the many benefits in Netflix pursuing the strategy is the ability to drive engagement beyond when the show comes out on the platform, and quote to this statement. I don't really agree at best that games only serve as a proxy for advertising a Netflix series. The strategy in its current form doesn't do much to keep people using Netflix at the moment. These Netflix games are still available on the home screen after downloading them, so users can just launch. Again, the link between games and the Netflix app appears limited. Still, I'm sure the strategy will improve significantly over time. But currently, news on Netflix's gaming ambition leaked. According to the website TechCrunch, Netflix had advertised job positions for a security product manager with experience in dealing with code cloud gaming difficulties and a renderer engineer who can assist Netflix's code cloud gaming service. Other vacancies were also linked to cloud gaming, so nothing more is known about this. Netflix is keeping quiet about it, but this service is available. It is interesting because Netflix was against doing anything outside their ecosystem. Hence, TV gaming was likely out of the question, but maybe things have changed. If they build their own cloud gaming service from the ground up, this would fit their ethos. But we'll just have to wait and see. 1 million customers have terminated their Netflix memberships in the last 3 months. However, the streaming giant expects to lose twice as many subscribers after years of growth, as the company is being hit by busier marketplace and the rising cost as consumers are leaving Netflix, resulting in its first subscriber net loss in over a decade of almost 1 million subscribers that left in the second quarter after 200 million subscriber loss in the first quarter. Gaming could play a small role in helping user engagement. Still, really Netflix should focus on having a reliable catalog. Nobody associates Netflix with games, so changing this brand image will take a lot of work. They'll have to do many right things. So what do you think? Do you think Netflix can make a successful pivot to gaming in the future? Or will this just be a large sunken cost? Thank you for watching. We'll see you again for the next episode.